feel alive when I'm dreaming. I only feel awake when I'm sleeping. We live infinite lives, full of intimate lies. Speak up if you know what I'm feeling. Hey guys, what is up? Today we're going to be talking about, we're going to be doing a story time, and the story time is about the time that I got out of trouble from skipping class by using a woman's, well, just listen in. Let's get into the video. Okay, so this was like sophomore year. It was like 2 years ago now, I think. It was like towards the end of the year, like I think last 3 days. I was skipping class. No, I actually think this was the very last day of school. No, it was the third to last day of school, I think, actually. And let's see, so yeah, this was back in like 2018, I think. And it was like May, I think. It was around like, let's see, so I think we got on the 29th that year. So this would, I think, be put on May 27th, 2018. And my friend Caitlin and I were skipping class, which I do not recommend doing. Get your fucking education as long as you can. As long as that school will take you there, get as much education and as much out of it as you can. This was totally wrong. It was just because the last days we were testing and I did not, well, it was testing for finals and I did not have a final for that class because I was exempt, because I think that teacher did like if you have an A or a B, you were exempt from the final. So, and I had an A or a B, so I'm like, oh, cool, I'm exempt. So I go to the lunchroom and I see my friend Caitlin there, and we just like go walking off. First we got in trouble by the security team like twice, and then we went looking for my friend Coda, which we eventually found, and we went to his class, and the teacher thought that we were in the next bell because I'm thinking let's call him Mr. Zanes. Mr. Zanes was not there that day, so he had his class go over to next door. That's where Coda's first bell was. So we went in there under the impression that making the teacher, like, we lied and said that we were in the next bell, and we sat down and talked with him. And one of my like crush at the time, I don't like her anymore, she was sitting right in front of me. And like the thing about the part why I'm telling you this part is because it's kind of fucking funny, because the teacher, he kind of didn't believe us for like a few seconds, and I was not like showing that body language, but I was like getting ready to just fucking dart and like dash out and leave Caitlin behind to save my own ass. Because I know that we'd be taken to the principal and get like community service or get in trouble of some fucking sort. So, and eventually he just let us in after 3 seconds and we talked. But leading up to that, like, this is why I was kind of wary of that. I had a former teacher, let's call him Mr. Geico, because there's a fucking Geico commercial on my TV right now. And Mr. Geico and I had crossed paths there, and I had my friend Caitlin with me, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And he's a really strict teacher, a very fucking by the book guy. He kind of gets on a lot of fucking people's nerves like that. And so, like, I had to think on my feet. Within 3 seconds, this is what I came up with. Caitlin was going to run a friend of ours a tampon to... Okay, so a friend friend of ours was having her period in the bathroom, and Caitlin was gonna run a tampon in. But but first we were going to her locker to get a tampon from her locker, and I was there because I'm the only one that knew the combination to her locker. That's what I came up with. And one thing you gotta know is I don't recommend using this too much, especially if you're a guy. But don't use the period thing too much. But if you do use it, just know that pretty much nobody's really gonna answer or ask some kind of follow-up question about it, because you're gonna be fucking home free. Everyone's just uncomfortable talking about it. And here's Mr. Geico's exact words. He said, "Well, I don't believe you, but keep on doing but go on and do what you're doing." And he just left us. So I'm like, oh shit, that was close. And Caitlin's like, oh my god, what the fuck were you thinking? But I kind of do respect you for doing that. Oh my, like, that was about the only time in school that I've had so much fear that I didn't show it, but I had so much fucking fear. Because I don't lie that much, and I don't get in trouble that much. I used to fucking a lot. Just fucking, but I've kind of went the other complete fucking 180 from that stuff. So I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get caught, because I may be a little bit rusty. But more of the story is, don't skip class. Even though this ended really good for me, that's because I was able to think on my feet like that. It probably won't end that way for you if you try it, so don't skip class. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next.